when this is what happened.
She got real high in 3 and 4. Probably not sure exactly what's going on, and then bam, there goes the tire. God, that's a pretty hard lick. Definitely put her out.
Yeah, the last few laps should have been even higher and higher, and that tire was probably going down somewhat, and then just lets go as that loads up coming out of 4.
Well, obviously it blew.
Yeah, it blew.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what her thoughts.
Allgaier for that lucky dog spot should the caution come out.
Allgaier in 16th now, and here's how it happened.
Yeah, you can see he's up there just where it's still a little gray. Rubber build up out there. Actually, the marbles get up there, and there's just no grip whatsoever. He made a nice save.
And by CC's Pizza under our second caution, you can see the reason why. Damage to the 73 of Derek Cope.
Has damage on both sides here. Looks like he had a tire go down.
Ouch.
Bam, into the outside wall, and then he's headed to the inside. No easy hits at this track. That's 2 hard licks.
So he gets both sides of the race car. And here we've completed 113.
Whoa! Trouble off of turn number 4. A huge crash has brought out the yellow flag. Cars involved. Elliott Sadler in the 88 at the bottom of the racetrack, and the 27 car just piled into him.
Wow.
That is Drew Herring, and a terrible crash off of turn number 4 has brought the yellow out for the 3rd time in this race. The crash started with Sadler being turned around, and then Herring came in later. 65 laps to go for trouble. It started in turn 4 for Elliott Sadler.
Looks like Elliott was underneath the car there, and he got a little bit loose and turned around, backed it in the wall, and Drew was coming along, and
watch this.
He just slides right down in front of him. Oh, my goodness, wow.
That is a hard hit. At least it wasn't the driver's door. It was up
right.
on the left front tires where he got hit, Brad.
Yeah. Elliott backs into the fence there and just can't hold the brakes long enough here, Rusty. And you see the car roll. Oh, my goodness. Woo.
And Brad, where he got loose was what we talked about early in countdown. Off of turn 4, everybody gets loose up in that corner, especially if you got a car to your outside. And Elliott was underneath them and just lost that aerodynamic downforce, caused him to spin. And boy, that's a violent crash.
Oh, my goodness.
Herring making his first start here at Dover. Well, first let's watch this in real time and listen.
Wobble there, backs at the fence and sitting up on that 24-degree banking. And like I say, once you get to the front straightaway, it's still 9 degrees of banking. So hard to hold those brakes, especially when they're a little soft.
Well, look at the debris. These guys just pitted, and now they have to drive through all that debris.
Wow.
It's gonna
Plus,
be
you got a lot of. Here we are now in a nationwide race. A couple of months later, gets underneath the 16, bobbles, backs into the fence, can't quite hold those brakes, and poor old Drew Herring had nowhere to go, and Elliott's taking another brutal lick. Body's a little beat up this year after racing, without question.
I tell you, I think, Alan, you can honestly say Drew Herring really.
For all your latest NASCAR information here at Dover, we are under our 4th caution. Brad Keselowski spun it around after contact with Stephen Wallace. He all unfolded.
A lot of hard racing here. You see these cars lined up. Stephen Wallace having a great day, but gets just a little bit high, gets in the wall. Stenhouse gets underneath. Keselowski tries to follow him in there.
Yeah, and just gets down in there and tries to get in a little hard, got a little bit loose. He's saying that maybe he got chopped off a little bit there, but that's always looks different from the seat there than what you see on TV a lot of times. But no doubt that Brad just got loose as he got down in.
Well, Brad has a record of his own that is in potential jeopardy.
Look at Harvick.
Yeah.
What a good job he does.
Right along with him down into the corner here. You see Stephen comes down some, but he still had enough racing room there.
Easy.
What happens that makes you just get your car loose with that car on the outside.
Let's go on board with teammate Justin Allgaier.
Clear down. Come on. Clear. Caution's out.
I mentioned that record that Brad Keselowski holds.
Through the center of the corner, though.
We're going to have one more lap to get it done.
White flag is out. Does Kyle Busch make the record stick? Logano wants a piece of it, but he's running out of racetrack.
Bring it to us, folks. Still there.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. It could be and will be the 11th time that Joe Gibbs Racing is going to finish 1-2. Coming around the corner, 41st win of his nationwide career.
11 right there, boys.
And he's got the record.
There we go. All right.
Carl Edwards comes home in third.